Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the MagicToys 1/35 scale Nu Gundam head bust. So once again, thank you to my friend there in the Philippines, Dexter, for giving me this kit. I am really looking forward to checking out this kit. I have never built any head bust kit, except for I think those are 1/40th scale, I believe. The head busts that sometimes come in like Dengeki Hobby magazines or something like that. There's like the Unicornish Nanju and like a G Self, a few different ones. Built one of those, but never in like this scale, one of these bigger ones with a lot more details. So this one I believe also has like a gimmick for LEDs and stuff as well. So should be pretty cool. This is of the ones that have come out over the past couple years. I really like the look of this one, so I'm really looking forward to checking this out. The box here for the unboxing is not really a whole lot to look at on the box. We have some like illustration there. What looks like what could be like just a render of like the project, and it seems to be like just Photoshop like painted a little bit or something. Otherwise, just kind of basic, just the RX-93 here. It doesn't say Nu Gundam anywhere, but RX-93 is the number for the Nu Gundam, and just head model and 1/35 scale. So it's going to be relatively big. Around here on the side of the box, there's pretty much nothing on all the sides of the box here, just the logo there once again. So why don't we just open it up? And you can see here, right on the top, I've got the instruction manual. So why don't we take a look at that here first. Just same kind of thing that we saw on the outside of the box. In this case, some Chinese there. Not sure exactly what that says, but I'm sure one of you guys can let me know. On the back, it's just instructions, so it looks like no frills in this manual. It's just the essentials. We got our parts list here on the front page. It looks like there's even some pen marks just to make sure someone checked everything's there, I guess. So that's going to go through runner L, looks like, and then we have like a base piece there. Construction, it's going to be kind of hard to describe the construction of this. It's all just building one thing, just building the head. But it looks like it's building like the face part there first, and then it looks like maybe like the back of the head and the neck, and then like the main parts of the head, and then the V-fin, and this like final parts. And then here looks like about the LED unit. So I'm not sure if the LED unit is pre-built in this or what. I don't know exactly. I haven't looked. I don't know enough about this kit. And then this part here is building the like parts of the body that are on this, which is just like the base of the torso, like top of the torso, and then the base here, it looks like. So just building that part of that, and then on the back, just finishing up that part of the construction. And then you can see here like the final assembly is just putting the head on together with that part onto the base and all that. So let's get a look at the runners here. Alright, so first thing, this comes with a nice set of water slide decals. Here it has a couple foil stickers there. I'm not sure where those are going, but those will not be used at all. This separate Londo Bell sticker, which is just kind of floating on its own there, and this big sheet here in the back with the red, black, and white. And then also this metallic number 1. You can see it's just like a metallic like sticker there for the RX-93. These look like they are pre-cut, so that's actually pretty nice. The decal quality here looks pretty good, so happy about that. Printing looks really clear. Spelling is seems correct just from a first glance here, so that's good. And then we have all of our LED wiring, so that's nice. Not going to have to do any of this. It's all just pre-wired up. Now, hopefully nothing comes apart in the construction process, but it all looks actually pretty good. All it's going to take is just a couple of batteries. Looks like just 2 AAA batteries you're going to use in there. Just a simple switch and a handful of LEDs, so that's pretty nice. Runner A here is in black, so it's going to be a little bit hard to see. This is just kind of like some inner frame kind of parts. I guess a couple of these are outer parts as well. I think these are like the maybe inner parts of the base of the top of the torso there. Overall, the detail looks pretty good. Plastic quality seems pretty nice. I mean, you can tell it's definitely third-party plastic quality, but it feels pretty good on the better end of that. Then runner B is in a lighter gray, slightly tan color gray here for this, just more kind of detail parts. These are like the main parts for the neck there, it looks like. And Let me give you an up-close look here at all of this detail. So quite a lot of detail there. It's all pretty shallow, so definitely going to have to be careful sanding that, because if you sand that too much, you're not really going to be able to get too much like panel line wash inside there. But definitely a lot of really cool detail there. Then runner C is obviously our main outer pieces for the head. What I like about this head is that there's not too much detail on the outside of it. Other heads that have come out over the past couple of years have had like so much detail packed onto even like the outside of the head here. It's just too much, I think. I like this one because it's not too much. So I really like the look of this. This will give you a good idea about the scale as well. So I don't know, I have pretty big hands, but you can see the scale is actually not going to be quite as big as I was expecting. But definitely is still going to be pretty big. You have a lot of space there to work with. And runner D is yet another shade of gray. This is just like a very standard kind of regular gray color. More inner parts. I think these are like the parts going like on the inside of the parts on this side of the head, and then like these parts here maybe going inside the back of the head maybe. You can just see just lots of really cool detail in here as well. So it's going to be really nice just painting this up really nicely, getting all those details to pop. Runner E here is back to black, as we just have some kind of inner parts. It looks like some like piston parts related to that. These are parts like going inside the face, it looks like, behind the eyes there. And this part is looking like the part that is going to hold the Amuro logo. There we can see it's kind of the unicorn logo there, pretty iconic. Runner F here is more white outer parts. These are just some of the more smaller parts. This is obviously the part for the top of the head, parts like going around the Vulcans on the sides of the head and things like that. Runner G is our blue parts for this kit, and just some parts that are just going to be detail parts that are blue. Just to give you an idea of the runner marking on these runners, they're all just labeled as just MagicToys logo there, 135th RX-93 head model. And runner H is interesting here because it is chrome plated, and that's actually not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is that we actually have two runner H's. One is in gold and one is in just chrome. So I'll have to go back and look at the manual again. I'm guessing that you just have a choice. You can use one or the other depending on which color you prefer. What I'm most likely going to do is just strip the plating off these and then just totally repaint them myself. But it is cool that you have those, like if you weren't planning on painting, or if you do like the look of this finish. I just don't really like the look of this for the most part, but I don't know. I might end up liking and using some of these, but I don't know. We'll see. In case anyone is wondering about the plating is pretty well done all the way around. You can see even on the back. You can see a little bit on some of like these really deeper parts. You can see where like the spray didn't get inside, but obviously that really doesn't matter at all. But like for these pistons and stuff, where you would want the spray, the plating to be pretty consistent all the way around, it does look to be pretty good all the way around. So that's pretty nice. It does seem to be kind of thick. Like the plating on here does seem pretty thick, so it looks like if you might have some fitting issues with these, like places where it's supposed to like fit into a ball joint, that might end up being a little bit tight. I don't know because I haven't put it together yet, but just something that I could foresee possibly happening. Runner I is just three parts here in red. I'm guessing this red part there for the chin, and then these obviously are Amuro logos as I mentioned before. So pretty nice color here for this red plastic. Runner J is our V-fin, and this is actually looking quite good as well. Everything seems pretty sharp. You can see even to the point it's quite sharp there at the end. Gonna want to be very careful with that because it's probably going to be easily broken. One thing that I've just personally never really liked about the Nu Gundam is these cutout parts in the V-fin there. That's just like something in the head design that I just don't really care for. But that's just a personal thing. Gates here located on the actual V-fin are pretty thin, which is good because when you have like a really delicate area right there, you don't want to have some big huge gate on there that you have to be sanding off. So that's good. Looks like these gates here down at the bottom are going to be larger. We do have a gray plastic like frame piece that goes in behind there as well, if you saw that earlier. So that'll be pretty cool. Runner K is our clear parts. These are going to be going in like behind the eyes and a few other areas where light, this one's like kind of about to come off there, where light's going to be shining through. So these are especially cool here for the cameras. And these are for the eyes. You can just see all this detail that's molded in there. When you got light coming through there, it's going to look really, really cool. Then runner L is actually just a few polycaps here. So this is just a regular gray polycap material where we're just going to have a few parts. So actually maybe like some of those pistons I was talking about before might just be plugging into polycaps, in which case the fitting issues, you'll have a little bit more room to move around. And last but not least is just the base part here. So this one's just going to be going there flat on the ground. I don't believe this has any actual marking, not that I can see, but again, that's pretty much it. So that is going to be it for unboxing this Nu Gundam head bust. I have to say, just my first impression is I'm actually quite impressed with this. All the details and plastic quality actually looks pretty good. The only thing I'm going to be worried about is the fitting issue, so hopefully if I don't have any problems like with the actual fitting of it, then it's going to be a really, really nice kit actually when it's all painted and done. What I'm on the fence now currently is if I'm going to do just a regular out-of-box review for this, or if I want to do it like I did with the Dragon Momoko Strike Noir, where I don't do any kind of out-of-box review, I just paint it first just before actually snapping it, because with kits like these, third-party kits, I'm very nervous about having to disassemble them for painting after putting them together once. So I'll maybe start snapping a few parts, and if I think the fitting is going pretty good, I'm not going to have any problems, then I'll just finish snapping it up, and then you guys will be seeing the review video after this. If not, then I'll just be painting it, and I'll just show it to you guys once it's all done and all painted. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this unboxing. Hopefully that was interesting for you guys to see something from a third-party company. You don't see that too often here, but every now and then. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.